We are officially live with episode 18. Hey, episode
numbers.
Okay.
Hey,
episode
numbers.
Hey, episode
numbers.
Episode. There we go.
Oh, I was like, I turned the volume up for like 2 seconds, and then realized
muted
it was
on
on my
Roll20?
speakers.
We are live. I just managed to create a million echoes because I'm really terrible at this. You think I'd be better by now, but I'm not.
Mute your Roll20.
No, that wasn't it. I had it open so I could interact with chat.
Look at all them bricks.
Yeah, exactly. Because I should have built this beforehand, but I didn't.
It's good. It's interactive.
I mean, you can do the recap while you're building.
Wait, who started in the recap?
Who remembers what happened last game?
I only remember what happened to
so
me.
many months ago.
Who are you people?
We can have Yuli do it because he was totally there.
That seems fine.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, take us there.
So the year was. I can't
hear you.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I was muted. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I just assumed you were trolling and you're just gonna do the whole recap silently, like.
No, that would have been great.
Like,
I was trying to see if my keyboard was too loud, and everyone kept talking over me.
Oh, sorry.
And I was like, oh, it's because they can't hear me.
You're like, wow, what a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. So the last thing I remember is being in like the warehouse like area, not the one where we like killed the dude, right?
Yes, that sounds right.
And we were running away, and Thiaza got taken by the Ratkin.
The Skaven.
The Skaven.
Which most people agree don't actually exist.
The Kenku.
Right. Yeah, the Kenku.
With Chris Daggers, attorney at Sewer, and
Yeah.
Jeremiah T. Phillips, kidnapper at large.
Chris
One
Daggers.
of those is dead.
I completely forgot about Chris Daggers. That's so good.
Yeah.
Chris Daggers is pretty good. Hi.
Well, I do remember that I was going around and trying to recruit basically a rat catcher. Someone to help me go murder some rats.
That's true, and you found him in the form of, what the hell was his name?
I wish I had my notes, but they disappeared into the void.
Not Siegbald, not Sander. That had to have been,
It was the guy with Grey Razor in the one game.
Yeah, not Ulbrich, Alfred. So one of those, Alfric. Alfric Reinhardt.
Alfred.
Yeah, Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt.
Reinhardt was his last name. I don't remember his first name. I think it was Alfric.
I found him. He's like one of those tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists who believes in all sorts of weird, crazy stuff.
Like sewer
I know Booger started building up a child army again.
Yay! Yeah, they banged their spirits together.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And he was gonna go teach them to hunt for food in the sewers or something.
Yeah.
And we ended up crossing paths. Although I do know that Reinhardt had some sort of discussion with Yuli, I think, was what we were gonna go with.
I think we had to, like, flash back to that or something.
Yeah, that was gonna be like a flashback point. And then I definitely know that we all met up in the sewers and we're ready to rescue Thiaza. Meanwhile, Thiaza was getting called a witch by all these...
In a good way, as a compliment.
In a good way, as a
A
compliment.
witch? Like a magical girl.
Alright, so this is what happened. Cut to top of the weird sewer pit where they decided to put me. Imagine like the sewer system in Futurama where it's like everyone's normal but they're rats living their lives.
That's good timing.
And I'm at the top of the thing, and then the dude keeps telling me I'm a witch, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he's like, yeah, you're blue gardens are witches. And I'm like, okay, I still don't know what you're talking about. And then he pushes me off the ledge, and then cut to Madoka Magica style magical girl sequence where before I hit the bottom of the sewer floor, I levitate, and all the swirling and magical stuff happens, and swirling garbage, and then I get hit with a trash bag, and then I fall.
Yep.
Fuck,
And then
that's
everyone starts
exactly what
cheering.
happened.
Witch, witch. And then I'm just like, yeah, me. And then that's where we left off with my story.
I'm upset.
We were just talking
Sorry,
about how
that
witches
was-
are horrible. We're gonna murder them all and murder all the rats.
It's true. Okay, so, if that didn't make sense to you, well, that sounds like it's your problem.
You
Yeah,
haven't
watch
been
those
paying
previous
attention.
episodes.
Right. Or don't,
Mike, did that make sense to you?
Mostly.
Yuli was there the whole time.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
was there definitely
Trust.
the whole time.
I was definitely there, and so was Yuli. So, I pull out a match and light the fumes on fire from the sewers.
I mean, you can do that. I just don't think you'll be very happy once you do.
Total party kill immediately.
Mhm.
But also, we killed all of the rats.
True.
Oh,
But at what cost?
yeah, light the match and throw it down into the sewers. You don't stand in the sewers and light it.
Some call it a Pyrrhic victory. I call it a pyro victory. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Are you quite finished?
So I just realized that Johnny5 21 days ago gifted me a tier subscription to them, Dave. And 21 days later, I am saying thank you.
Oh,
That is
there-
how long it's been since I've played.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can spam the long boy for an undetermined amount of time longer.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, long boy.
Yeah, sorry, we're almost done with our... It's not exactly what I wanted, but it'll be fine.
But it's a sewer.
It's
So
a sewer. It's pretty nasty. Okay. These are things I normally do before the game starts. Everyone is welcome.
It's
What?
fine.
Huh?
No, don't bring back second edition.
Oh, are we bringing back second edition?
No.
Sweet.
It's only one candy.
Yeah. Yeah, it really gets the crowd going.
That's what they call me.
What have we been using for... What the fuck fight was that? Oh. Hold on. I gotta find everyone's little minis. Okay, there we go.
Long boys.
And I got my image, if that even works. God,
3... What
I
the
used
hell?
a map. And so,
You are breaking up like crazy.
uh-oh.
Or
I
maybe
mean,
it's
you're
just-
fine now. No, it definitely happened.
Okay. Yuli, what were we using for your mini?
I don't know if we ever set aside something.
I just remembered I'm the pile of possums.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
We-
go into combat like that very often.
No.
Yeah, we haven't used the map.
Yeah, it's been a couple sessions, that's for sure. Alright, what the hell are you? You're some weird elf.
I'm some kind of elf.
Mm-hmm.
And some kind of wonderful.
Ah.
Uh-huh. Do you use a bow or are you using weapons?
Knives.
Knives? Knives.
Yeah.
Knives.
Alright, well this is gonna be you, because it's got fancy emo hair.
Yeah, just like me.
I gotta zoom out. I can't see no.
We gotta make them pay.
There we go. You should be able to move that.
Make me.
That one right there.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Alright, everybody can move their tokens or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god. Where are my kids?
Where are your kids? Oh, I don't know. Let's get a few more fancy rats in there.
Ooh, fancy rat.
A couple freebie rats. Ooh, giant rat with a knife. Also
That's a good one.
It's a good rat. A dire rat.
It's all the rats living together
Mhm.
in harmony.
I wonder if you can only use those ones for like a certain time, because whenever I search to try and get like Longboy again, he never shows up either.
Oh my god, there's so many rats.
That's not even that many.
I can't even see
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, well, he's not over there yet.
Aw, beans.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm bringing him over. It's just,
Oh.
come on. Ha!
Oh my god.
Look at him.
He's,
They're so
Ugh.
fancy.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
they're so
One
chunky.
of them is a lie.
What's that?
Said one of them is a lie. They're dead, and I have that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only thing you wrote down, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That top hat is important.
Nope, not that one. Okay, so not remembering exactly what the hell it is we wanted Reinhardt and Yuli to actually like do. Yuli, it's been a minute since we've seen you. The party is going into the sewers because they're trying to save Fiaza, and that's admirable. The manner in which they're doing that is less than desirable, however, because it means you have to go into the freaking sewers.
Okay.
Do you have anything in particular you want to accomplish? Is there anything that you need to do, or are you just kind of along for the ride here?
I'm just here to make sure that they don't get killed.
Gotcha.
That's what my contract states at this point.
Yeah, okay, fair. And then, Booger, you said your goal is you've got kids, you're exposing them to Warpstone and everything, but is there anything in particular you're looking to accomplish?
They're getting combat training for the Revolution.
Okay, so this is just a first-hand.
It's just a big game.
This is just a big game, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get you.
They're
on that.
pawns.
Front.
What do you call a grouping of possums?
Adorable?
Yeah.
What? No, absolutely not. First of all,
Are you
possums
are you
are
at
good. What are you talking about?
a passel. It's called a passel of possums.
I don't like that,
Passable
actually.
possum.
Passel sounds kind of weird.
Oh, Passel.
Yeah.
How? Why?
Yeah, I don't like Passel. Sounds
I
kind
like-
of funky.
The next
garlic.
question.
Possums don't like the smell of garlic.
Oh, I'm not a possum.
Oh,
Possums are vampires. Confirmed.
we're gonna do a BuzzFeed quiz to see if you're a possum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me see if there is one.
Please no.
There's gotta be. There's a BuzzFeed quiz for everything.
I don't want the internet tracking any of my more information.
Are you a possum or an opossum?
And-
That's an actual BuzzFeed quiz. I'm posting it in our Twitch chat.
No.
Seems fine.
But if you
Yeah, take the quiz now, and if you are a possum, you can name one of the enemies.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Name that enemy.
Mm-hmm. It's like
The
Pokemon,
Sift
but the
through,
really
like-
difficult one, where it's a Jigglypuff seen from above.
There's no such thing as difficult Pokemon.
Or it's an Electrode.
Yeah, you wish. Alright. We got a cool looking map. Hello to everyone in chat. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Let's just go ahead and just get that out of the way. Alright, no. Had a good run. Had a good run, Warhammer Fantasy. Gonna have to switch over to 2nd edition now. Sorry, guys.
No.
You can't redeem it yourself.
Watch me. I have unlimited channel points.
That is some hot garbo.
I can roll
speaking
a
of hot
7.
garbo, we're deep in it, kids. We're deep in the hot garbo.
Which pizza-loving animal makes you say me as fuck?
What?
Pizza rat or pizza squirrel? I'm doing the BuzzFeed.
Oh, I love pizza
doing it
wrap.
right now too.
Yeah, this is what I get. This is about what I expected. Okay.
See what happens?
Yeah, no, it's true. Okay.
What's a scarier nightmare? A dream where you're covered in hair, or a dream where you lose all your hair?
Mike, are you doing it too?
No.
Oh, okay. How many kids did you have?
How do
2,
you-
3, 4?
It was 3.
was
It's
three.
always 3.
It's 3
How
here.
many kids do you need?
3 is the sacred number of children.
3 is the sacred number of children. So 3 kids, 3 party members, and 1 rat catcher. And then
There's 4.
Well,
There's 4 of us.
there's 4 of you, but Fiazza isn't with the group right now.
No, I guess
Oh
we'll
my
have to
gosh.
kill her.
Well,
So
I'm an
I got-
opossum.
you might have to.
I got
Ooh.
I got possum. I'm a weasel-faced, worse-looking chinchilla from Australia.
I'm a snarling, tooth-faced cat rat from North America.
I don't like any of this.
This is pretty good. Little did you know, now you have to play that in Humblewood.
Oh no! I mean, they're pretty cute. The Australian possums are adorable.
And you get belly pockets.
Ugh, God, I hate that. I hate it so bad.
Little jelly beans inside.
Stop!
You just like it's for your little snack packs and
Ugh,
your raisins and
I hate this. I hate it. All right, we need to roll some dice. It's time we rolled dice. So, yeah. Okay, cool. You rolled a 5 by rolling a 5. This is great. I hate all of you. So Yuli, Booger, and Finn all need to make endurance or toughness checks. This is representing actually moving through the sewers. The sewers of the old world and the Empire are a little less than stellar. Now, you're not being pursued, which makes this a lot easier. However, there is an incredible amount of filth and disease. The longer you stay down here, the more danger you are in of contracting it, and I have 2 diseases that I researched before the game.
I've been
Dysentery.
down here for a while. Am I diseased?
You're a rat witch now, so no.
Nice.
Yeah. Snarling, tooth-faced rat from North America.
Yeah.
That's actually what I call Clem, too, but, you know.
Same thing.
Here, I'll post mine. This is the other one.
Wow, we have, we're doing very well. Yuli, you, this is pretty unhygienic. How do you feel about this?
Yuli's trying very hard not to get anything on his coat,
Mhm.
and then but he can't avoid it because there's so much sludge, and he's just getting grossed out and anxious and panicking because of how much filth is around him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I gotta pull up the specific stat block because of... Okay, please stop being the biggest piece of shit on the planet. Maybe we can get BuzzFeed as a sponsor. I don't know about that.
Oh no.
Which Warhammer fantasy player are you? Are you Booger,
We should
Or
make that actually,
Yuli.
but it should be which recap are you? Because they're just all
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Yuli, you're not going to run into this right now, which is good for you and lucky, but you're going to have to notate on your sheet that you have the beginning stages of, I believe it's rat fever.
Rat fever.
Yeah, hold on, let me double check. Yeah, it's spelled Ratte. Rat fever.
Ratte.
Rat-ta-ta.
It's a fancy form of how to spell rat.
That's exactly right. And then we still need Booger to roll.
Oh, sorry. It was toughness.
Toughness or endurance if you have training.
Booger's just got a lot of toughness.
Yeah.
Where is toughness?
Toughness is a ability score or whatever, and then endurance is the specific skill they're in.
I see endurance under basic skills, and then sorry, because I don't have a training. Oh, right, it's on the first page. Yep.
Yeah.
Just gonna use the T.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to make another test. So Finn has avoided it thus far. Yuli got the fumbling failure, which is not great, and Booger's kind of on the fence right now. Like, you could shake it off. You definitely, I mean, the other thing is, like, you're also used to this crap. Like, you're walking underneath, you know, the tubes and the tunnels and the spigots and stuff, and you're just like, la la la.
Just like as things are dripping, sticking your tongue out.
Right. Mr. Wiggle loves it. It's good. It's healthy. It makes him happy.
How's Reinhardt doing?
It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
On my skin.
He's the professional in this business.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't do very well.
Oh God.
And oh no, the kids actually succeed. Jesus.
Yeah, they were born in the sewers.
Yeah, the warp stones got them running hot. They just the rat fever just burns right off of them before anything goes wrong. Okay.
Rat fever. Check it and see.
So
I've got a fever.
There's a world somewhere where, you know, we had been playing and kind of doing this slow grind to bring everybody in together. But we're really interested in the action tonight. So we're gonna pan away from this awful pile of nonsense, and zoom back in on Fiaza beginning her complicated Eldritch spellcasting.
Yeah, that I know nothing about.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research on it.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, as it turns out, I'm sorry, there's a single hair and it's driving me insane. As it turns out, we're going to play a little fast and loose with the rules. They want you to do a specific ritual. They want to go home, right? That was kind of what they covered with you, and you were like, "Oh, the rat. I'm sympathetic to the rats now."
Yeah, they just want to be home. I can understand that. Everyone,
right?
Like, they don't want to be here. They live in the sewer.
Right, and they also, you know, like showed you your witch, so you know you don't have to be like, "Oh, I only like these guys ever," but this is also like, yeah, I'm pretty amenable to their cause. Yeah. They're going to give you a bunch of warp stone to work into your spell, which is going to increase your spellcasting prowess and likelihood that this is going to succeed. But two things are going to be happening as you do this. One, you can figure out the nitty-gritty of this spell as you're doing it, because they're like just giving you sheets of paper and like kind of doing the ritual aspect of it as you're kind of channeling the magic and directing it. And you can be like, well, let me make sure I like what's going on here. The other thing that you can do is, if you like, work in your own spell or spells into it. But every time you do that, it will get harder.
Okay. What I'd like to do first is ask if my stats have changed at all because of my new powers.
Because this is going to be kind of a cliffhanger episode, in the same way that we're not going to worry too much about.
So not yet.
Yeah, Zach's actually having the nonsense. Yeah, we're not gonna do much with that. I apologize.
That's cool.
Wait, am I dying?
No, because everyone wants to play Humblewood, so we're just gonna do that.
Everyone's gonna be an opossum.
Alright, we're done, everybody. See you later. Play our Humblewood characters. Alright, so I'm a little baby lion.
Jesus.
I'm a little baby owl.
And I'm a little not baby opossum.
Uh-huh.
No, I wanna know where Booger gets here.
That's what I mean. We're gonna play this out.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Select.
In this moment, like I don't think I have much forethought to be like, what can I do for myself in this? Although it would be really nice to understand what they're trying to say to me, other than hisses and snarls and gestures. So
yeah, the one you can kind of understand. I'm sorry, this is driving me insane. I can't select the fucking circle. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can communicate with whichever Chris Daggers or Jeremiah Phillips, whoever survived.
Oh, Chris Daggers is the survivor.
You say that,
the kidnapper.
Look, he didn't do 4 years at Harvard to die in some sewer.
He didn't do 4 years at Harvard.
He's gonna get his family out of there.
He's gonna go back to the moon.
They're going back to the moon. Except that's where his first wife lives.
Oh. It's gonna go to the other side of the moon.
The dark side of the moon?
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Thank God this is still happening.
Yeah, I want to say like this is all happening really rush. I'm not really thinking too much about like, ooh, what can I get out of this while it's going on?
Okay, so you're mostly in the camp.
I'm mostly in the
rats.
Yeah, it's like if I help the rats, then I can get out of here myself and not have to stay in the sewer.
I mean, that's reasonable. It's also accurate, so I'm with you there.
Yeah.
All right then. So you have, you're gonna get the one skill that we are gonna give you right now is it's use magic or read magic or language magic. I gotta double check what the fuck it.
It's language magic because it's under
yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So I just check the box.
Yeah, you're gonna check
Yeet
the
magic.
box. Yeah, yeet. Yeah, yeet magic.
Yeet magic.
What is that? What's that give you right now? Because I feel like your intelligence wasn't too bad.
It says intelligence of a 26.
Perfect. So I was gonna give you at least a 25. So 26 is perfect.
I don't get any more.
No, but what you do get is warpstone, which is very good. So every time, every round, every turn that we do this, that you utilize the warpstone, you're gonna double your roll. And I don't know if that's 100% the way the book wants it done, but that's the way we're gonna do it. So
how many warpstones I got?
The issue is not how many warpstones you have, but how many you actually want to use.
Okay. So let's assume that with my newfound rat witch abilities, it's protecting me from the grossness that is the sewer. Mm-hmm. It might give me a little bit of a buffer against warpstone because it's like manipulating magic. So I think I'd be comfortable maybe like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have
three.
You don't have to decide right now. You can do one and then choose if you want to do the next.
Yeah,
one.
I'll start with one.
Okay.
I'll start with one. That seems safe.
All right. So right before the party, which is to say the rest of your group arrives, the ritual kicks off. So the rats have kind of assembled, as we see down here, this interesting little pavilion of stacked garbage, right? And that's where you were staying before. It's kind of like a bird's nest or like a watchtower, right? Like something that kind of keeps you up and away from everything else. It also is very hard to get down. That was what they pushed you off of before. You did your cool anime transformation, and look, you're magic now, and they got you back up there, or you climbed back up, whatever. But in that time, they've arranged all of their kind of ritual components, and then underneath you, billowing out of not just rat skulls and not just human skulls, but other stranger skulls too, is just this like noxious green gas. And the whole room sort of just seems to be held in suspense and like admiration. Like you are the rat messiah currently. It's a good day to be Fiaza Blutgarden.
Oh, look at me! I'm so loved.
Yeah. So if you are utilizing a warp stone right now, you can go ahead and make a language magic test. You'll be getting plus 25 to your roll.
You said they're handing me sheets of
26.
paper, right?
Yes.
I would like. Yeah, I'd like to read these before, like, to know what I'm saying before I'm saying them.
Sure. That can be an aspect of what you're doing here, because that's the roles where you're trying to figure out what's happening. Because it'll take us home, and you're like, okay, and then they hand it to you, and you're like, why does this say death to humans?
Yeah. Is there a modifier?
You're gonna add. I apologize. It's 26 because you're doubling your skill.
So plus 26.
Yeah, because you're utilizing the warp stone.
Awesome. Oh my god.
Okay.
I can't win with my rolls.
All right. So the first round, the spell starts to get away from you a little bit. We initially see.
I've never cast spells before, guys.
Yeah, we initially see like you begin speaking these words of power, and then the Warhammer Fantasy universe does a lot with like the winds of magic. So this kind of fell trash magic just starts swirling. And then even your party at a grace distance, is like, oh, that's an unpleasant smell. And why are all of the tunnels suddenly like this howling, whipping wind? Right? Now, Fiazo, you need to make a toughness check as well.
Okay. That's just the T, right?
Yeah.
Modifier? So double it, so 60?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just for magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do it right. Summon. Oh, my
God. Okay. So the first thing that happens is we're not going to go into the corruption table. I know the progression of what happens here. As you're kind of drawing on the power of the warpstone and holding it and throwing it into the bonfire that's at the top of this little tower and everything, as you're kind of screeching out over all of the other rats and their weird chorus of screeches, your hands shrivel and dry up, turning to claws, gray, long-nailed, yellowed claws.
Oh no, I'm turning into a rat.
So it's your call if you want to continue utilizing it or not. Now, party. Let me put down both Reinhardt and also 3 children. Because you stumble out of this sewer grate right there where I put the red dot that I didn't want to put there.
Fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine.
Yeah.
It's blood.
Well, I guess I'm gonna kind of whisper to Reinhardt. I'm like, are we getting close? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have a plan?
It's like, yes, I'm going where the air smells foul.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty nasty in here.
Hi.
What are we gonna do when we find the rats?
Kill them. And I guess save your friend. But mostly kill the rats.
Yes, but with what? You just gonna go in there guns blazing?
Right, and you say that, and he, like, swings this, like, loose gate open and steps down from the pipe, right? And then, obviously, there are more rats than I'd put on the battlefield, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12, I'd say, rats. Just kind of in the immediate area, all like screeching and raising their hands in the air or waggling their tails.
They're just like doing that whole Avatar ritual.
Oh, where they're like swaying side to side.
Swaying.
Yeah, exactly. God damn, there are no good menus for that.
I'm just worried he's gonna kick down the door and be like, "Rats, I am here to kill you."
I mean, basically, right? Because he steps down from it, and then we get this like wide angle crane shot, right, of the entire room. He's like, "My God." And then we just hear Fiazza's kind of voice yelling out over the crowd. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect for the kids.
Oh no.
So we all hear Fiazza?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's, only what? 100 feet away?
Yeah.
95 feet away,
What's
excuse
happening?
me. And yeah, you can, because you're seeing these bright flashes of like green and black flame on the top. Like she's on the top of this tower that's like 30 or 40 feet tall, and like all of the rats are surrounding her. And she's just kind of yelling out this horrid cry over the chorus of rat voices.
What the heck are the rats doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he knows necessarily, but he kind of scowls and he says, "They're up to something," and he just draws his sword and starts running into battle.
I mean, got my sword too, but I'm not gonna just run in there.
Booger looks at the kids and he's like, "Are you guys ready for dinner?"
Oh.
Mr. Booger, I don't want to eat that.
Come on, kid, it's the only way to get tough. And I like slap him and I'm like, go!
Okay, what have we been using for your like leadership score?
I don't really think we have
Okay.
much.
I was gonna say, I'll give you a fellowship with plus 10.
Okay.
Or an intimidation with plus 5. So intimidation would be a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't think it's an intimidation, despite the way I described it, though. Like, I don't... What the hell's
It's like
fellowship?
you were like-
admiration.
Yeah, I
He
mean, that was
patted
like...
him on the back. He didn't slap him in the face.
Right.
Yeah, it was more like a...
It was a buck up.
You said fellowship with a plus
10.
10? Yeah, it is slightly worse, but it does fit more.
Okay.
Mother. Fuck, I stabbed the kid if he doesn't listen.
Jesus.
No, it's just like conceptually how like good or bad is there like morale going into this fight, right? So you slap him, maybe harder than you meant to, but not like slap him into the sewers. But they trundle on in.
Slaps him, knocks him into the river of sewage, drowns.
Right.
Just takes him
Falls on
away.
his own spoon.
Definitely gonna make sure that Reinhardt and the children go first.
Absolutely.
Gonna kind of whisper over to Hewley and Booger. I'm like, all right, so there'll be the distraction. What are we gonna do? That's a lot of rats.
It's a lot of fucking rats.
You guys should go in there, put together a daring rescue, and I will make sure that we have a way out.
Well, what's flammable here? Can we use something as like a disgusting trash Molotov cocktail?
I think everything is flammable here. In fact, I would light a fire.
Yeah, so I would say it is wet down here. It is very wet, but Alfred knows a lot about, similar to what Zach was saying, like the methane gases and stuff that build up. It's quite possible that there are rooms or chambers or something that would be housing gas that you could vent or release or just use as a distraction or whatever. Totally possible.
I think that's my goal.
Okay. So you're gonna start moving towards like one of those to kind of create that distraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not obviously sneakily.
Sure. And then Booger, were you just holding off too?
Yeah, Booger is not... Was I muted? I'm sorry.
No, I hear you.
I got a really weird...
You just stopped talking.
Booger's gonna hold back because he wants the kids to charge in and see. He kind of wants to see how strong they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be observing for now.
Okay. And then Yuli, that was the same thing. You're not quite running in yet.
I'm trying to clean my clothes off, and like I'm using my knife to like clean all the filth and dirt like off of his coat.
Mm.
So like it's not even cowardice at this point. He's just not paying attention to what's going on.
Sure.
He's just uncomfortable.
He's grossed out.
All right, yeah, we can definitely do that. So you're letting them go first. So Mike, you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll one time for the 3 kids, but their weapon score is gonna be much better than it would have been normally. So you're gonna roll with a 55.
That sounds pretty good. 55.
Yeah.
And just straight.
This is to represent all 3 of them falling on one creature.
Right. Gotcha.
They're just falling on the first rat in their way.
And you said a weapon score?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could just roll a D100 with the target number of 55 if you want. So I have...
I'm adding a modifier to my melee basic to make it 65 or 55.
Yeah,
there we go. Oh, baby.
Damn. All right, look at that. So they get... So you roll... Oh, fuck, what was the... I think I took a photo of the hand weapons. That is not it. Hold on. You have a hand weapon, don't you?
I have a sword, yes.
Yeah.
The kids have spoons and forks.
Sure, that's true. Okay, so yeah, no, you're right. That is exactly right. So it's strength bonus +2. So functionally, but their strength is increased because it's the 3 of them fighting as one. Okay. Yeah. So that is 6 +2 from the success level. So 8 wounds. 8 wounds. Okay. Cool. So this rat, he has 2 left. No, he has 3 left. Sorry.
Have I noticed them at all in all this, or am I pretty distracted with the magic going on?
You're going to on your turn. Yeah, I mean, functionally, if it's all kind of happening at once, you're calling up the first round of rituals as this sort of goes on. And then, yeah, Elfric's going to do the same thing, except his target number is... He's actually not that good at combat. Wow.
Oh. Well.
You don't have to be when you roll the 18. Okay, yeah, so he does the same thing. Just gotta double check. You know, I really hate to just fight against my own creatures, but I also see why you guys all wanted this.
Because we're cowards.
I mean, that too. Where the hell?
Take all the help we can get.
And if you give me a chance to kill a bunch of kids, I'm gonna take the chance to kill a bunch of kids.
Battle simulator!
Apparently we never put weapons into anyone's stats.
No.
Boy, we were great at this game. 18 sessions and just fucking efficiency everywhere.
We're doing really good. This is what they keep coming back for.
Right.
I know I got a sword.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the actual stats for it. Because apparently we never put it into anyone's character sheet. Right? Certainly a decision. $296. So hand weapon. Success levels plus strength bonus +4. Okay. So he got 28, 30, but not 48. So no, that can't be right. Okay, so he actually finishes this one off. This rat, which is just a regular rat, is now dead. So there you go. You guys are winning the slow battle of attrition.
Yay!
The kids fall on it, and Alfric just walks by, stabs it once, and keeps moving towards this next dire-looking rat.
It's just kebabbed.
Yeah, and then Finn, did you want to move? Because this is where the rooms are with gas, unless you want to fiddle with like the down at the bottom here, next to I don't know if this is Chris Daggers or Jeremiah Phillips.
I mean, so that's the gas rooms?
Yes.
Are there rats along?
Well, there's one, because he's right there.
Oh, man.
And he's an attorney at sewers.
Does it look like I can sneak past?
This feels a little unlikely. I guess you can certainly try, though.
That's what I want to do. I want to try and sneak. I want to fight things. I want kids and Reinhardt to do all the dirty work.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Where are you still? Roll. Nope.
Alright, so you can be right up around here if you like. So somewhere between here and here, you are busted.
Okay.
I don't know where you want to put yourself.
I will be right here.
Okay. Yeah, so something about these weird neon green glowing torch sconces made of like flickering flame in the the eye sockets, the skulls of dead creatures, right? Just cast the shadow the wrong way. And yeah, I mean, I guess one of them died, so we need to make a new name. So who lived between Jeremiah Phillips and Chris Daggers?
Chris Daggers lived. Jeremiah Phillips died.
Okay, so we need a new name for... So we have Chris Daggers, and then what's his new friend?
Twin brother.
Lionel Daggers.
Lionel Daggers.
Lionel.
Lion O Daggers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is why they tune in.
He's the
That's
leading
clever.
prosecutor for sewer law.
It was Daggers and Daggers.
Daggers and... Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm back on this
Daggers
one.
and daggers.
Okay.
Coming to TBS this fall. Daggers and Daggers.
You make that joke, but they probably need content. All right.
I'm here for it.
Right. So, Fiaza, you're going to get to go, then the rats are going to go, then the rest of the party's going to go. So, your party's here. Your friends are here. They're mostly standing around cleaning sewer gunk off of themselves. And a new group of kids, a different group of kids than you saw before, are eating rat.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're eating them after they kill them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Booting them off the ground.
Oh, no.
Just sucking on the rat tail.
Yeah, right in their natural juices.
Booger has a real messed up scene when we...
Yuli throws up.
Yeah, I mean, Dave does too, so... So, I'm right there with you. It's fine.
I'm gonna roll for toughness. Not Yuli, me.
Yeah, right. No, exactly.
Roll for Constitution. So yeah, I guess I noticed them at this point, and I don't see my crew doing anything, but I see these other people coming and starting to attack the poor rats that I'm helping.
Right, they don't deserve this. They deserve much better.
They just want to go home. They didn't kill me. They made me better.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
what?
want to. I don't want to stop the spell because the spell, I'm sure if it goes off, will do the things it needs to do. But I want to try. I can't break the yell to them and also do the spell at the same time, can I?
Well, you would have to roll for it. It's certainly possible. But right, you would be interweaving a normal conversation with your eldritch
shrieking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you could make your check easier by using Warpstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me another one.
All right. Yeah. So
Now I got 2 warp stones.
Yeah. So once again, you double your language magic, right? As he reads you, and like he winces the first time when your pronunciation's wrong, and he's like, "Try this." He just stuffs like a
hands it, just shoves it in my hand.
just moist, crumpled. Like it's not wet because it just got taken out of a puddle. It's just always been damp paper, but it's cold.
Always moist paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always
into
moist paper.
my hands that I'm hoping will go back to normal after the spell is done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanna interweave yelling like, "Don't hurt them. They only want help. They're not hurting me." In between the magic. When you say double, does that mean it goes from 26 to whatever double that is to then double that collective number?
No. It just instead of 26, you're rolling a 52.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess if you take 2 warp stones, maybe.
Yeah. I have 2 warp stones now.
Well, no, because you used it the last time.
I did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know 1 at a time didn't work, so I want to use 2 at a time.
You want to do 2 this time?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You're sure?
Yes.
All right. Sure. Why not?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
roll the language or
You're going to add 52 to your roll when you roll when you do your language.
plus 52.
Yes. A failure will not be great.
I'm gonna be really mad if it's a failure.
I'm going to be really entertained either way. Hey, look at that. All right.
Look at me making my odds better.
Right? So that was good. That was pretty good. You used a lot of warpstone to do a lot of magic.
3 whole stones
Mhm.
after I got my charger.
Who would have thought? All you have to do is make 3/4 of the numbers count as successes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Warhammer, really missed the ball on this one. Right, okay. So we've got 2 success levels. We have no failures. But, Amanda, are you still here?
I am.
Good. We lost everyone. Yay, it's working.
No, I'm still here.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, we only lost you.
Oh, it's my internet being a piece of shit. Yay. I need you to roll a D percentile.
So, okay.
Just a flat. This is for some of the complications that begin to manifest into the spell.
Ugh, okay.
Oh boy.
100! No, that's wrong. Right? Did I do that wrong?
I think so.
What do I do?
You gotta do /roll space D100.
/roll space.
No, I think that's right.
I did that right. Yeah.
Looks right.
Hit up on your keyboard. And then
roll D100.
and then hit enter again.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, we're gonna count whatever the second one is.
Ah.
Alright, that's not right.
No, that can't be right. There's no way you just rolled 2 100s.
No, it is right. 2 in a row.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I just hit up again and press enter. I did 2 in a row.
Oh.
She won. She won D&D.
It's actually.
If you roll 100, you do this.
So, okay.
Yeah.
She literally rolled 2 D100s.
I did.
That's insane.
You know
So-
what the odds of that are?
1 in
Not-
10,000?
One
Not
in
high.
100 twice.
Yeah, it's 1 in 10,000.
So, okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be that guy. I absolutely hate it when people say that because like you had to roll something.
Yes.
It's not rolling a 10 and then a 42 is the exact same odds as rolling 100 and 100.
Yes, it is.
It's just we care more about the 100 and then the 100.
Yes.
Wait, what? No, I need further clarification.
You have the same percentage. It's not harder to roll the 100 than it is to roll anything. It's just we care about the 100. So when you roll a 20 and then a 20 again, people are like, "Wow, that's 1 in 400 odds." And it's like, well, you had to roll something. It's every combination was a 1 in 400 chance. It's just we really care when this one happens. It's not somehow harder.
Either way,
we
care about it. And
it would need a bell curve to actually like.
Look, it's like 9 p.m. and I don't want to think about math.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so as it turns out, rolling a 100 was not good. And I don't know what it means when you roll a second 100. I actually I didn't prepare for this. I only brought the minor and the major miscast. I actually just never assumed we would need beyond that.
So this is really good.
Amanda lost D&D.
The entire sewer is just gonna explode.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just the entire sewer is now on the moon.
Oh.
The whole city is on the moon.
No, the moon is now in the sewer.
Oh,
yeah.
The moon is in the sewer. We are the moon.
Yeah,
We've
basically.
destabilized everything. It's like a colony drop to 1,000.
Or Fiazza has become the moon.
Actually, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But you can't breathe in
It's
space.
It's like Avatar where
No, it's fine. Cheese has holes.
You put your hair into the moon? You said it's like Avatar.
no, The Last Airbender.
No, I hate that.
Oh. That one's way worse.
No,
Two-
that one's way
two-
better.
The one where what's his face's girlfriend becomes the moon.
Yeah, and then he has to fight the mech guy at the very end of it, but he's still in his blue body.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh man, this is wild.
And then
You know how we were really happy about that double 100, but then we realized it's a bad thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bad
that
thing
makes
to
me
begin with.
happier.
What's that?
I thought it was good.
yeah.
No,
Rolling high is bad.
it's not bad. It's just a couple really weird things are about to happen.
It's bad in a fun way.
Right. Okay, so the most exciting of them are... Hold on. So it's a cascading chaos miscast, which you then hit another 100.
Yeah.
So what is your willpower bonus? And I'm going to try reconnecting because I still can't see anyone.
I can see you.
Yeah, I can see you. That's it.
I'm looking into you.
My willpower bonus is a 4 because it's a 41. So I know I cast a spell and I got the 100. Did they actually hear me?
What's that?
Did the word parts make it through to...
Yeah, you yell out, hey, please don't hurt them, which is good. Also, okay, so you have etheric feedback. Everyone within a number of yards equal to your willpower bonus, friends and foe alike, suffers 1d10 wounds, ignoring toughness bonus and armor points, and receives the prone condition. If there are no targets in range, the magic has nowhere to vent, so your head explodes, killing you instantly.
Oh my god!
Oh, holy shit!
So thankfully, there's a single rat up there with you. You were just saved once again by the presence of the rats. I just can't point out how many times that's been good for you.
They're martyrs for your cause.
Yeah. So you get to roll a d10.
Okay.
And you hit them.
9.
Okay. So that's not great for him, but technically he's still alive.
Oh my god.
Well, that's good.
Um,
I look
don't hurt them.
apologetic in his direction.
Yeah. Have you ever considered what god or deity Fiazza prays, worships to, or considers like her patron saint?
Want to say that Fiazza probably went against her parents and tried to be agnostic or atheistic.
Sure.
Was like not down with the mainstream religion.
Okay.
So whatever was hip or underground at the time.
Sure. I mean, so in that sense, do you mean you would have followed, instead of a halfling god, like a human or a dwarvish or an elven god?
Yeah.
Scientology.
Probably whatever god was a little bit more like not of the something like upper class halflings would have worshipped.
Can I throw out a quick idea?
Yeah.
There's a somewhat godlike creature we have encountered that probably hates rats.
Oh, goodness.
It might fit in very well.
Yeah, did you... how impressed were you by the owl?
So I didn't get to do an owl trip. I didn't trip on the owl.
You want one?
Saw him.
You want to trip on some owl?
I didn't trip on him.
Yeah, I say the other thing is there's Sigmar, obviously, who is like everybody's favorite god or deity. There's a nature god. There's a god of the wild. There's Ulfric, who's like the god that was Sigmar before Sigmar.
Tzeentch.
So
There's also the chaos gods, absolutely.
sticking to what I was going with, I probably would have been more in tune with a god that like has a little bit more of a physical presence.
Mm-hmm.
Like
presence, like the owl.
Somebody like the owl.
Okay.
Somebody you've actually seen that scene's above us.
If you tell me you as far as your character's concerned, you worship the owl, I'm fine with that.
I wouldn't say worship, but I say I'm enlightened to the owl.
Okay. Because the other thing that happens is we had to roll on the Wrath of Gods table.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
I've seen that Star Trek movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead and roll one more D percentile. It's kind of
100.
If she gets 100 right now.
Yeah, no.
48.
48, okay.
Do you know what the odds of that would have been, Mike?
Do you know what the odds of getting 2 100s and a 48 is?
But don't forget about the 27.
What a magical time we live in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. So you currently have divine wounds. So I would imagine something related to the owl. So either like through your shoulder blades, like you were picked up, or maybe like all down your back, like where wings tried to sprout for like a brief moment. What do you think?
Ooh, let's go with like a bursting feeling. So like wounds where like wings would have sprung.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
In the form of scratches, like they're clawing out of me.
Sure. So you have 1 sin point, which I have no idea what that means, and the bleeding condition. Which,
1 sin point?
Yeah, and the bleeding condition. So I'll figure out what that does for you as well. But cool. Okay, so your god's communicating with you. There's certainly a lot happening, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is.
Did I do good for the rats?
Yes, yeah. So your success levels translate. We half whatever success levels you get, and they fill up this pie. And if you succeed at all, like even one or just breaking even, which actually I don't know that you can do. You do not fill in the things go badly pie, which is this one.
Okay.
So that was good. Good round.
Cool.
All right. Apologize to everyone that took a lot, but that's what happens when you explode. The Chris Daggers is thrown to the edge of the platform, and he's also knocked prone from the etheric explosion that happened at first.
Amanda, what the fuck? Don't kill Chris.
Yeah.
Don't hurt them. Immediately blows one off.
I looked apologetically his way.
Mm-hmm.
A little shrug of the shoulders.
Yeah, he gets it. You're tampering with forces beyond, space, time, and power.
That's good. I'm glad he understands.
Yeah. So this is something to Lionel Daggers, and he's going to attack Finn.
Oh, but I yelled at everybody not to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And then immediately hurt someone. So you'll have to excuse us if we're not ready to listen to you yet.
Riley, you want to go ahead and roll your weapons score?
Roll a what?
Your weapons score, because he's trying to combat you. His target number is 45, so... He's got 4 success levels right now.
That's the WS?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh. Straight weapons. Ooh.
Alright, so he's gonna do some damage.
How dare!
Uh-huh.
How dare.
Exactly. So he's got 8. So he does 11 to 21, which is... Nope, not right there. 21, which is left arm.
Left what?
Left arm.
Oh.
So you have... Oh, good. We never wrote your armor either.
I don't know any of
Good
it.
at this.
Yeah, I think that we've been assuming most people are at like a 3, unless that they're wearing like something extremely heavy duty. So you reduce the 11 down to 8, so you take 8 wounds.
He said duty.
Yeah.
It's so much funnier to me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Did you just do the math on that?
No.
Okay, so your wounds are on the bottom of the first page.
Oh.
So you have... Yeah, you have 11. So you took 8, so you're at 3, which is why I thought maybe you'd done it because the math's right.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we just never healed you up from the last time you took damage, but it's been a few days since you were in combat, so.
Yeah.
So you're at 3.
Okay.
All right, so that one does that, and then we're gonna kill some kids, and maybe some rat catcher. We'll see. So rat catcher.
2 kids gonna die.
Let's go, kids!
Alright, so 1. Nope. Okay, just 1 on the rat catcher. Well, assuming. Yeah. So it would have been 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Ulfric takes 1 wound. And the kids, Mike, you want to roll their weapon score? You can roll...
It's 55?
Yeah, it's still going to be 55. It'll go down if any of them drop.
Oh, they ain't dropping. We're literally just rolling like a random thing and adding the modifier to make it 55. FYI.
Oh, absolutely.
There we go. No, kids!
Okay, so they get hit for... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They get hit for 9.
That's so many!
Did they have anything on them as far as armor? Like,
no!
Okay.
They're children!
Okay, so where there were once 3 kids, there are now 2 kids.
Oh.
Wait, how does it happen?
Huh?
I need the details. How do you do this?
Yeah, so this is an actual Skaven, as is this. Most of the rest of this guy's a Skaven, but everything else is just regular rats. So the Skaven are wielding either trench knives. This one in particular is wielding some sort of halberd, right? Some sort of pole arm that he just sort of, as the kids say, yeeted. Right, just threw most of one of the new kids.
Took the kid through the gut.
Yeah,
And,
no.
Just the worst of ways.
So did he did the kid's body get flung or just stabbed in the...
Yeah, he just he's just kind of bleeding out on the ground. Like if somebody had magic or a healing potion, I mean, he's not dead in the sense of he's unrecoverable, but he's probably gonna die down here before you can get him out.
Aw. Just nudge him into the sewer water.
Yeah, just
some sewage just splashes on his wound.
Yeah.
This is a child.
Yeah. And now it's the rest of the group. So Finn and Yuli and Booger can do things if they would like.
Yuli's gonna he's going to walk a little bit closer and try to unsling the crossbow that he very rarely uses.
Oh, absolutely.
And he wants to fire at the one that just killed a kid.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So I'm gonna try.
Gotta try.
Is that just BS?
Yeah. Your ballistics
okay.
score, skill, one of them.
Yeah. And I don't add anything to the modifier?
Not yet. You will begin to accrue advantage if you hit subsequently.
Did I hit?
You did not. Now, at this point, I would say, because we've done so great at remembering all the rules of this game, you do have some amount of rerolls per day. That if you wanted to do one.
No, I think it just goes wide, and because he's not used to using the crossbow, he goes, and he's very carefully trying to load the next shot into his crossbow.
Right.
But the next bolt falls to the floor, and now he's trying to pick it up, and it's dirty, and so instead he just throws it into the sewer and then grabs out another one.
Right. Yeah. It's well, that could have been efficient, but instead, now this.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just real nervous.
I get it. Okay. So Finn and Booger. If there's anything particular you want to do.
So I think we talked about this a little bit, but Skavens are kind of like a natural enemy of the owl.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a natural prey, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I think Booger's getting a little maybe possessed right now, and there's a scene where he looks down at the kid and the camera you can't see his eyes for a second, and then when his head pops back up, they've enlarged a bit, and he cocks his head to the side like an owl does.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly mechanically draws his sword and starts charging at the Skaven that killed the child.
Oh, look at that, defending your flock.
His little mutant babies.
You want to get in there and do a fighting round?
Oh yeah, let's get him.
All right.
Was I this guy? The red-shirted guy?
Yeah, the snickering little.
Yeah, cool. So I have to roll melee. Did we ever determine what I roll? I think it's basic because that's what I put my 3 points in.
Yeah, I think so.
And no modifier, I assume.
Not yet. So close.
You suck at this too.
You would have a reroll if you wanted it.
Oh, I mean, what happens with that low of a failure?
Technically, I would roll my weapon skill as well. If I fail more than you do, you get advantage, but you don't actually hit.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't think we're gonna reroll here.
Okay. Yeah, so he would have parried or jumped back or something. So no.
Sure.
Yeah, all that happens is no advantage. I mean, I guess a no hit, but we already established that. Okay.
No woman, no cry.
Finn.
I'm gonna use my sword and add this rat's hat to my collection.
No.
I'm gonna take over the law firm. Melee basic for sword eyes.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much any of those combats work as far as I'm concerned.
Am I so good at ranged?
I think it's just a natural halfling thing.
Yeah. Yikes.
Alright, not so much.
I want to re-roll.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. It's either fate or fortune. I never remember which one's which, but you have a little bit of it.
I don't know. You get like 3 of those, right?
Yeah, except when you burned them.
I've burned at least one.
There we go.
It's worth it.
So you were also fighting a Skaven. So he succeeds, but he does not not enough to block it. So you hit. You have a sword that you're using.
Yeah.
So you're going to do 2 success levels, 4 from the sword, so 6, plus whatever your strength is.
Strength 2? Is that what the bonus?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, 26 strength, 2 bonus.
Okay, and then it's up against his head, so you do 8, or sorry, to his body. 8 to his body, so he has... So he's going to take 5, so he has 6 wounds left. Alright.
Give me that hat!
Yeah.
Also, I think Fianza's possessed, because they're still attacking us.
Yeah, it's total pandemonium, that's for sure. Alright.
Radamonium.
Radamonium, yeah.
Oh no.
So we tick back up to the top. Fiaza, you cannot reach the next page because your good friend Chris Daggers has been blown nearly off of the monolith here where you were kind of casting from. So you have an option. You can go to him.
I'm gonna
and grab
wing it.
Yeah, right. And then that'll be that'll mean you have the spell, but it'll be harder to continue it and not lose your grip on it. Or you could just try and hold it steady, right? Not make any progress, but hopefully not lose anything, right? Or now's a great time to just add your own effect into the spell if you like.
I'm gonna I don't know much about magic because we don't encounter it a whole lot.
Sure.
But I'm thinking a lot of it has to do with intent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna wing it.
Sure.
They want to go to the moon, so it's just gonna be a lot of trying to channel going to the moon.
Okay. Interesting plan. Let's see how it works out.
Like I'm in deep. I can't deviate from this now.
Sure.
I mean,
but you don't want to change the spell any. You're just trying to continue doing what you're doing.
I guess that like probably not continue doing what I'm doing because I've already done something different. So just try to do something different, but feels like it's on the same vein of what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. And are you interested in using any warpstone in this situation?
Yeah, but is it actually near me or is it over with Chris Daggers?
Technically it said it just blew people back, so I'm going to say the stuff is still there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use warpstone again.
Okay. Are you taking 1 or 2 again?
I'm double fisting.
Okay. Just grabbing all that
oh my God.
all that warpstone you can get. So this time we are going to roll on the corruption chart. Your hands have already turned. You can feel at the base of your spine a little rat tail starting to poke out, which is something that you'll have to deal with and come to terms with later. But let's, for now, go ahead and roll your language magic with your plus 52 on it. Nice. Okay.
I didn't know I had a rat tail going.
Yeah, it's just kind of poking its way out of there. So this is pretty good. This spell's going well. Once again, you're calling up on the winds of magic, both the chaos magic, the rat magic, whatever other magic might be around, trash magic, hedge magic.
Just everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything. And you definitely have an affinity for doing this, which is exciting. Go ahead and roll me, please, for the love of God. Ugh.
Yeah, imagine approaching this as just like pure just intent at this point, like just willing this to happen.
No, it makes sense. 182. Yeah, go ahead and roll a D percentile. Just flat, yep.
55.
Well, I'll let you pick. The mental corruption is mental blocks, which is going to hamper your intelligence as your mind begins shutting off to all of these eldritch possibilities. And the physical one is butt face.
Butt face.
Well, I'm clearly going with mental block.
Butt face is back.
Yeah, so I think that this is... It's been a very wild, very tumultuous, very exciting day-ish for Fiaza, right? You learned you were a witch. You fell from a great height. You got kidnapped by rats. You decided you don't hate the rats that kidnapped you. And then you learned that they're from the moon, and you decided you're going to help bring them back. Then your party members showed up and started fighting them, and you just watched a kid get killed by a rat.
Yeah.
It's been an exciting 24 hours, and your mind's just like, oh no, we're good. We don't need any more of this. We're not looking for any more, not asking for any more. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there for a new witch, you know?
It's like, oh, this is what this is all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Chris Daggers kind of gets up to his feet. You can see, like, his nose is just all bloodied and everything.
Aww.
Right? He's just got these eldritch burns that are, like, up across his hands and everything. But he's got... It's not a book. It's just kind of a collection of papers, right? And he just kind of, like, stumbles towards you. He's like, here, this, nearly there, home. And kind of pushes it into your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna go now. And they're gonna try and kill people. Yo, what up, J5? We're gonna try and kill Finn first. That's bad. Actually, my target number would have been 55, but I still missed. And then, so you said Booger ran into combat. So I'm gonna do this.
Yes, Booger's in there.
Same. He'll switch from the kids to Booger. Okay, so he just barely missed. But if you want to roll to compare, because you might keep him from getting advantage.
Just melee basic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so I think he gets advantage for that, but he obviously doesn't score a hit.
Don't like that.
Yeah, and then 3 rats on... okay, 1 on... what's his face there? So he'll go for Elfric Reinhardt. Nope, he blocks it. Just a bunch of rats fall upon him, and he... Psh, right? Oh, look! Icona Purbo 42 row. It's going to make elements for our art stream.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not a scam, right? Alright, and then it is the party. So, Yuli, Finn, and Booger.
I'm just swinging at the rat if no one else.
D&D is so good.
Yeah, it's a bot.
Do I add disadvantage now?
Nope.
Or...
Nope, just flat.
Yeah.
There we go. So he will try and block it.
He will fail. Wait, I'm still lower.
It's his is the same as yours, but I think because you're attacking, you get it.
Why is his the same as mine?
Because he gets it for 45 and 35. You count down by 10s for success levels.
Oh, right, because even though I'm 9 less, it's still... Yeah, okay.
But I think because you're the attacker, you get it. I think he has to beat you, not just meet it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, sorry. So you, when you hit with the hand weapon, it's 4 plus the success levels plus strength. So 6 plus whatever your strength mod is. Your 10th digit of the strength. 2.
Right? S is strength, I'm assuming. So
yes.
2.
Okay. So 8 total, and then you flip the 10 or the roll you did. So 62, I think, goes up against one of his arms.
Can the kids bounce on him too?
Yes.
Yeah, kids,
62 is just his body. So 8 goes to 3. It looks like this is... No, 8 goes to 5. I apologize. So he's got 6 wounds on him right now out of 11. And then you want to roll... The kids had a 55, they now have a 45.
What?
Because one of them's on the ground.
That's some bullshit. I know, yeah.
You hate to see it.
No, kids!
No.
I'm just picking random. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, so all...
like...
Yeah, all they do is... He, despite your hit, he still manages to, throw, like, the butt end of the staff and pop them.
Right.
But, yeah. Alright, and then, so you all attacked. Reinhardt's got to attack too. I didn't write the initiative order down. I was trying to keep it mentally. But Yuli, Finn, and Reinhardt have to go.
Let me look at where I'm at. Okay. Yuli's gonna keep trying to like skirt by the fights that are going on and keeping up the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's walking towards Finn, but like not to engage in the combat.
Because he's just trying to get by to do the distraction.
Yeah, like he's trying to get by so that he can go towards like the chaos at the like forefront of this scene, like the magic that's happening in the back of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he doesn't want to actually get like entangled with any of these monsters. He just wants to kind of move through and then act when he can.
Yeah, I think if all you do is run, you can skirt by it. Because it made its attack, it fought Finn again, and Finn's got it tied up.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. I think you can get to the room.
Oh, sick! All the way to the magic room?
No, I apologize. All the way to this one. Yeah. If you want to,
I'll play the gas room.
Yeah, you'd probably be right about like there. It's probably a little more than your move, but I don't care. It's all thematic anyway.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's doing though. Like he's just spending his whole turn running.
Can you give us a little insight into what we're seeing when this happens? Are you like, I need to stop this, or I need to help this?
So Yuli sees like everyone engaging in these combats, like these hand-to-hand fights, and he doesn't want to be involved in them, so he starts like just skirting around the edges, especially when he sees Finn. Like he's just like slowly moving around Finn, and once he sees that he's in the clear from their combat, he just starts running down the hall because he's trying to like either get to a safe spot or he can help out or figure out what's going on. And like right now he's just trying to avoid being caught up in a fight.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I like it.
He's breathing heavily and still trying to load his crossbow.
Absolutely, yeah, right. Like he's got the whole lineup going on and everything.
Yeah. He keeps dropping bolts.
Hey. All right. So we did that. Booger did his. Finn, did you want to fight back?
Yeah, I want to murder this thing. I want to attack.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and do the thing. He's gonna obviously try and block you, but he has one failure, so. Okay. He gets the advantage, but he does not do any damage because he failed to hit. And then the other one's attack, so it's just down to Reinhardt. God, I can't remember his name for the life of me. Okay. He's looking for 45 as well. Stabbing one of the rats. He hits. Do any of them have damage? No, they don't. But he gets 4, 8. Okay, so he swats one of the rats right out of existence. Professional rat catcher.
A rat smasher.
Is he killing just the regular rats though?
Yeah, he's just.
He's not even going after
Damn
the
it.
ones.
He's not going after the Skaven.
Yeah.
He's got like his back to the Skaven that are fighting Booger, and he's just like smashing a rat. He's like, got it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, like
fist
just a
pumping.
big rat.
They're eating kids, and he's like, Skaven aren't real. Okay.
Yeah, 8-year-old Alexander who got mutated by Booger is like bleeding out on the ground, going, Skaven are real.
He's like, sorry, can't hear you. Killing rats.
He's too busy smashing.
Just stepping on them. Oh my god.
oh,
It's not great. It's not good. Okay, so we're back to the top. Fiazza just got papers from Chris Daggers. So these are spellcasting papers. These are home papers. This is a passport to the moon. this could be the whole thing. This could be this could get you there, you know.
So what does mental block do?
It's reduced your intelligence by 10. So your 26 is now a 16, which means when you use warp stone, it only goes to 32.
Man, you're smart.
It's still 32 though.
Should have had a butt face.
If you double that again, you go up to 64.
I was gonna say, like, I can just keep double fisting it.
That is an option. I
Yeah,
don't know that you want to, but
Go home or go broke. Like, I'm so close. I've come so far. I am a rat.
None of these phrases are correct.
Yeah, it's I did like it though.
This is like the first and only selfless act anyone in our party has ever done.
That is completely true. 18 sessions in, and just a pile of
We
jerks.
finally have a good person.
Finally have one good person. One whole good.
I've completely immersed myself in their cause, and I want to make this happen for them as everyone is dying around me.
Okay.
As everyone's killing.
Every poor little squished rat is another dagger through my heart.
All right. So this is it. This is the big one. Like, you're gonna go for.
I'm just gonna like scoop them up.
Yeah.
How many rocks is a scoop?
So you're telling me you want this? You want to do the thing?
I want to be done.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Look. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll your magic. Go ahead and add, so what, 66, 32, add 48 to your roll for 3 warp stones. Okay, so...
Only 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you get 2 more slices of the pie filled in, but you're telling me you pour all of the latent energy, all the warp stone that's around into the spell to make this kind of happen. So give me a description of, like, right, this is the Frodo at Mount Doom moment, right, where like the music swells super high and Sam's standing off in the corner and he's like, "Don't do it, Miss Fiazza." You're literally the Hobbit, just with a pile of rocks, just like.
Chris Daggers is my Samwise Gamgee, and he's like, "Do it, Miss Fiazza," and I'm just like on the ground shoving all the warp stones into the fire.
Yeah, he just and it's just smoking and billowing, and
there's
like tiny little rat skulls kind of exploding out of the smoke and the flames. The whole tower is just
filling up with smoke.
Yeah, no, it's
can't see anything or outside of like the couple of feet around me and Chris Daggers.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll one more magic. You're gonna get your plus 32 this time.
Okay.
Okay.
0.
Okay, but it's enough that the spell goes off.
Okay. Because it's a success.
Yeah, so you're willing all of the rats here to go into to travel.
Yeah.
We do like a quick time event where all of the party members could go along with this spell. Is that a thing that they want to do? Are you going to the moon, or are you staying here? No? Okay, so we're getting a no from Yuli.
Do they know this? Or are they kind of getting enveloped in it?
They know if they get to choose whether they want to go through the spell. I guess I don't know. I don't think they know necessarily that it's the moon.
Yeah.
So the magic is happening, and they have the sudden pulling feeling.
Yeah, they get
like
this giant.
If they
lurch.
wanted to, they could be pulled into it.
Right.
That's what they're feeling.
What's going on? I don't want it.
Yeah, Yuli's putting a crossbow in his mouth. It's like, I ain't going to the moon.
Okay. Booger, you got any interest in this?
Does Booger want to go to the moon?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Booger wants to go to the moon.
I don't think Booger wants to go to the moon.
And everybody else wants to stay back.
Like, I want to go to the moon. Finn doesn't want to go to the moon.
Sure.
I don't think you know it's the moon. You just know it's someone's.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you weren't there.
I don't think. I think Booger gets this weird thing where like it starts to happen, and he like feels pulled towards wanting to go, but then
something.
The owl that is embedded in his heart is just like, that's not where you go.
You should get that checked out.
Just pulling you back.
Neo Gyps, thank you for the sub.
Ooh.
So yeah, I think Booger is stopped by his religious nature now.
Okay, right. You check in with the owl real quick, but he's not he's not about leaving this mortal coil for the moon. Yeah. Okay.
For the moon mortal coil.
Yeah, Booger's got work to do.
Yeah. Fiaza, are you going along for the ride?
Yeah.
Fiaza was all about just helping them with their cause.
Okay.
And then herself just getting out of the sewer.
Okay. Cool.
She's enjoyed her stay.
Yeah. Well, Alfric is not interested in going. I imagine the kids are not as well. Maybe the
What about the dead one?
Yeah, the dead one might go.
Yeah,
like,
go to the moon. I don't want to die down here.
Yeah, he's like anything but this.
Yeah, I think the dead one or the dying one goes to the moon.
That's great.
He's going
Stark,
to the moon.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with a dying child on the moon?
I mean, I could tell you, but you won't like it.
Will I?
Oh, please. He's like pulling at Booger's like leather pants, like trying to claw his way up and like hold away.
Booger's like, go on, you get.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
He's gone.
Slap him on the back again.
No, you smacked him in the face.
Yeah. So this is good, and it's super cool, and all of the rats go bye-bye, which you like, except casting of extremely powerful teleportation spell does not come without its own risks. And this is good, so Fiaza, you did a lot. You took a lot on your own to make this not impact the party quite as detrimentally.
Yeah, that's a word.
That's definitely a word.
You tried to make it less bad.
I did.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So the amount of failures were going to be directly related to how difficult it is to not just get pulled into this nonsense anyway. So there's only one failure, which is pretty good. Now, I am interested in hearing your pitches for what skill or characteristic you are using to avoid, because this is as much physical as it is mental. This is as much magical as it is, right? Like, the floor drops out from under you, all of the rats wink out of existence as the earth shunts, right? And they are driven countless miles, away. So we'll start with Amanda. You're right at its epicenter, right? You created this void in the world, and now it seeks to consume you. And how do you respond?
Moon Void.
So my first response is like, I don't understand anything that has happened today. It's all been a whirlwind. I want it to be done. I don't want to go to the moon. I just wanted to help some people out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say like, what's keeping me back is like, this is my life. I know who I am here.
Okay. Yeah. What does that translate to skill or characteristic wise?
Let me check. Click the button. Yeah, if I'm looking at the characteristics, definitely not going intellect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not now anyway with the mental block.
Would it be like a fellowship with my home kind of deal?
I think that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm interested in you telling me what you think it is. I'm not going to really challenge it.
Yeah. No, it's like this is like a newly discovered thing, and like I want to explore this here more.
Mm-hmm.
They know who I was. I don't know who I am. I need to go figure this out.
Okay.
And the only other blue gardens I know are my family.
Yep. Okay. So this is you're looking to hit a 45.
A 45.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just roll a percentile, or like what do I do?
Yeah, you're gonna roll the fellowship.
Roll the fellowship.
Yep.
No modifiers.
No, just rolling it straight. Before you roll, or as you roll, I was gonna say everyone's got one reroll. So
Okay.
yeah, the success levels don't matter in the strictest sense, because you rolled a 23, which is under the 45.
Okay, so rolling under. Okay.
Yeah, so
good.
I apologize. I should have. Doing it like that is fine because it's the specific stat. Your target number, like the versus, is variable. It was based on what I had for the how the skill challenge went, basically. So
okay.
you briefly, are pulled, and not to the moon, but to elsewhere. But you're grounded in your family, and you want to return to them to understand, what's happened.
Yeah.
And what's going on. All right, and then we'll slide on over to Finn, as this, this magical pulse is kind of careening through the room. Everything got very silent, right? Like everyone was whisked away all at once, and the lot of you were kind of like, what's happening now, right? And then this void kind of opened up, and this magic kind of pulled at everyone again.
Where it's like trying to avoid being pulled in.
Sorry, you cut out or I cut out for a moment there?
Oh boy. So this is kind of rolling to see if I'm being avoiding being pulled into this.
Yeah,
right?
You're picking a stat or a attribute to use to roll against 45.
Years working as a casino boat dealer has definitely made me pretty dexterous. So I'm kind of good at doing all the little quick, subtle moves and what's to kind of move out.
All right, so just the simple fact of knowing when trouble is afoot and staying one step ahead of it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll.
When the dice are going flying out of the table, you got to be fast and just snatch it out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I'll just...
Nice. Okay. Very good. You two are able to get out of the way. You seize your destiny. You don't leave anything to chance, so to speak. All right, Booger. Same question.
So Booger has this thing that he's really good at that has been a character trait, and it's called Flee.
Absolutely.
Throw the child.
We're booking it.
Yeah, right. Like
That is how Booger gets away,
Yeah,
is running.
I actually leave.
Everyone else is like, I have this
Walk
mental
on outta here.
thing. And Booger's like, I am fucking getting away from that.
Yeah. I mean, it is big, it is scary, and even in your, like, owl form, you're like,
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even remember what we rolled for that. I know I get a +1 movement attribute when fleeing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was a thing that just literally impacted your base speed.
Yeah, it just says +1 movement attribute. I don't remember what that means. I don't even know if we ever really knew exactly what it meant.
Sure. I mean, it's mostly flavor, so I would say just go ahead and roll just a flat D100, because everyone was just looking against a 45 anyway. You know what I mean?
Sure. Fuck.
Okay. So you start running, and then we do...
Wait, I have a reroll.
You have a reroll. You have one reroll.
Here we go. No!
Booger. So,
Triple child.
what is it about this running that doesn't get you there? Is it like the event horizon that no matter how fast you run, you're just never breaking out of its orbit, or?
Yeah, I think Booger turns to run, slips on the blood that was left over by the child he brought down.
Oh.
Or maybe, like, the other kids are like, don't leave me, Mr. B, and they jump on him, and he's like, ah, damn kids, no!
Sniping them.
Yeah, no, it's just like, he's lost all, like, he's like, get off, and he's, like, stabbing him. It's this horrible scene, and they're like, no!
Oh, that's really
and
good.
yeah, it just sucked in.
Oh, the blood alone was... Oh, man, what a deep cut.
Yeah.
All right, Yuli. Yeah, I mean, this is not even a thing that everyone's, like, 100% aware of what's happened, right? Like, in the next couple moments, we'll be like, wait, where's Booger? But right now, it's everyone's fleeing.
In the next couple of moments, it's going to be like, everyone's here, right?
Yeah. You're muted.
So I didn't say anything else.
I need to cough anyways.
No, that's fine. The timing was there.
I think, like, this is the moment where, like, he's been stressing and panicking since he got into the sewers. And so, like, at this moment of, like, complete and utter, like, chaos and destruction is when, like, his alter self, like, takes over.
Yeah.
And so rather than flee or, like, run away as his, like, instincts are, I think, like, in this moment, he's, like, just openly defying the fact that, like, this is in front of him and, like, that it's going to take him. And I think, like, he's going against it by sheer tenacity and, like, I will survive this.
Right, yeah. Okay. What characteristic is that, do you think? Or what skill?
I was gonna say cool.
Okay. I was gonna say sociopathy is not actually on the list.
Yeah. I was gonna say cognitive dissonance. Where is that?
Right.
Where does that fall?
I think cool's fine. You're just like, yeah, you give it a good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just like as this room is like, or like it's growing is kind of what I assumed. Like he's rolling out another cigarette and like lighting it as he always does, and he's just like staring at it, waiting for it to like capture him.
Right. He's like, magic isn't real.
Yeah. That's the thing. He's like, you're not. He's basically like, this magic's not strong enough to kill me anyways.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. Damn. Damn.
Guys, did you know there's only a 1 in 100% chance that he does this?
What were the odds?
Wow.
What were the odds?
God damn it.
It could have been anything.
That could have been any number. 1 to 100.
Poor Booger.
And it wasn't.
Booger, you deserved better.
He did.
You did.
He'll live
I don't
on.
think he did. I think Booger got exactly what he deserved.
All right,
How many children are left behind? Is this Booger gonna live in the spirit of them?
Oh yeah, Buttface is
Booger's consciousness wakes up back in Nuln.
Oh,
So-
that boy dead.
Is Booger dying or is he going to the moon?
He is going elsewhere. So one kid goes with you, as does Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Is it the one I stabbed or the one I didn't stab?
I'll let you pick.
It's the one I didn't stab.
Yeah.
We need allies in this new.
Yeah.
I was really hoping it's the dead kid.
The dead kid did go to the moon.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
The dying kid went to the moon.
Yeah. So Riley tipped the hand a little bit. I stole the Blue Garden family for a different D&D game. And I also I initially made Alfric Reinhardt in that world, and then decided he started here. So I was trying to bookend this story as this is where the crossover happened, but Fiaza didn't go, which either means it happens again or she planner travels on her own later.
She's a witch.
Is this a crossover episode?
Yeah, crossover with my own D&D games.
Is this a bottle episode?
Warhammer and D&D in the same space?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, don't you hate these? Isn't this the one thing you hate?
I'm allowed to do it because they're all my stories.
Okay.
So you know what the odds
It's
of this being a
okay.
crossover episode are?
At least one in 18.
It's 1 in 18.
So
It's okay when Dave does it.
Yeah. The magical effect, right? All of the electricity and the teleportation and all that just vanishes, right? Oh, not that. Whoop.
Oh boy.
No. We tried.
All right, everyone's dead.
Right.
Ah!
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Where were you the whole time, you little shit?
Yeah, I thought he stayed behind.
I don't even know where he was hiding.
I like that you made it look like he did a little dance with his top hat and then winked out of existence.
Peace.
He goes, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bop.
So, yeah,
To the moon.
several moments later, right? Fiaza, you're standing up on the top of this tower. It's going to fall. It's burning. It's on fire in a million different ways. You know, Eldritch Lightning and Teleportation Magic have ripped it to shreds. And you're just kind of like, hello? Right?
Help!
Yeah, Alfric's gone. One of the kids is gone. Booger vanished. Just a Yuli and a Finn.
I see my cousin, and I'm just yelling for Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Yuli. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
And
Uh.
I'm still smoking the cigarette and just kind of like looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It burns down a little bit more, and he flicks it into the sewer water.
This thing's
Alright,
too high for me to jump down from, right? Like, I need some help here.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
it's either jump into the sewer water or climb down and probably take some damage.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump into
Alright.
the sewer water.
Okay.
Is it just the three of us?
Yes.
Yeah,
And one kid who
everything
was
just.
stabbed.
Oh, is he?
But
Is he
he's-
on the
he-
ground? I don't believe it.
Is he, like, dying?
No, you didn't get him that bad.
Okay, so he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm jumping into the sewer water. I'm getting off this thing before it collapses on me.
Okay. Just go ahead and make a toughness check.
And
Or
then this will be the one I fail.
Yeah, or endurance if you have it.
Endurance is a 30. Toughness is also a 30, so I'll just roll tough.
Nice.
Oh, look at me.
Okay.
I'm doing good.
Pretty good. Yeah, so I mean, there's not much to say here. This is kind of our cliffhanger / to be continued question mark, right? Like, it's not an ending. It's just sort of things will calm down now for a moment. But what do you do? Like, what's the tail end of the episode look like as you kind of swim to shore in the sewer and like all of these crazy things have happened?
I walk over to Finn, and I've got these weird hands and this nub sticking out of my back, and then also my back is bleeding, I guess?
Hmm.
So I just look a mess.
What the hell did you do? What is this?
They wanted to go home.
What?
I did a lot. they wanted to go home. I just
These
wanted to
rats are
help
terrible.
them. They were nice to me. They
They
saved
clearly
me.
weren't nice. They were stabbing everything. They murdered a goddamn child.
He's not wrong.
Hey, so did Booger, and he was nice.
Yuli, do you care about any of this, or?
I imagine that like Yuli's over here, the kid, while they're on the like far side trying to figure out what happened to Fiazza.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a moment where he definitely levels the crossbow at Fiazza because he can see like some of the mutations from here and
Yeah.
like knowing that like magic happened.
Oh yeah.
And he like levels it, takes a second, and then just drops it next to the kid and walks out.
Yeah, he's just my contract's fulfilled.
Yeah, he's basically like my contract's fulfilled and I don't fuck with magic.
Yeah.
And that's like he just basically leaves the kid bleeding out with a crossbow next to him and he just leaves.
Kid take the crossbow and swear vengeance on her.
Yeah. So you're the first one out of the area, and it's not right when you get to, the entrance to the sewers, but just shortly therein, a gruff, gray-haired, bearded, very Gandalf-looking individual is kind of lingering there, and he just kind of crackles out to you. He says, "Oh, good. You're the one I was looking for. Where's that friend of yours, the halfling?"
Which one?
The one I saw you with in the woods. The one you interrupted my ritual.
Yuli shrugs. I think they're back there.
Well, what's with all the magic down here?
I take a very serious oath to not mess with it. If you want to figure out what happened down there, you should probably go check with them.
He reaches into the folds of his robes. I imagine Yuli's like, knife.
Yeah, he's like thumbing the knife like in his pocket at the same time.
Sure. And he withdraws a coin, and because he shows it to you, right? He holds it up. He says, "Yeah, hold on to that for me."
Yuli accepts it,
Yeah,
pockets it.
It's like, smart of you not to mess with magic if you don't understand it, but I think we'll need your services pretty soon.
If you can know how to get a hold of us, you can find me. But I'm not cheap.
That'll be fine. And he just sort of trods past you.
And Yuli shrugs and then just heads off.
So this is Marcus Stark, the guy that was organizing the smoke ritual in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Finn, Fiazza, were you satisfied with the dynamic of cousins back together, or did you want another scene out of that?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think Finn's kind of like going over. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe we could do some sort of sideshow circus act with you or something.
Anything to make a buck?
Make some money off of this.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, they knew who I was. They knew who my family was, and apparently we're witches. And then I look at my hands and I'm like, I guess rat witches?
Rat witches.
Halfling? Rat
I think they
witches?
serve those at the bar.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, we caught for that. Booger.
Yeah.
You know, for lack of better terms, you feel like you're home. It's
that's nice.
It's different. There's something slightly disturbing about the color scheme of this world. It's not the same as you're used to. Like the air, the temperature, the pressure, right? Like you have jet lag, hangover, and like the day before you're better from an illness. You're like still not 100%, but you're like, okay, like something's not right, but like I can get up and move. and you're nestled in this cave, but it's like it's been artificially widened by like a lot, and you're looking out from either like a mountain or a cliff top or some sort of like you're very high up in altitude because you're looking out over just this absolutely massive expanse of just these series of like rolling hills and like not cold tundra but just like that brushland, you know what I mean, where like not much ever survives, and all around you are just like 80 to 100 halflings that have just like come out of shanty towns, little garbage hovels and huts, right? And they're just all covered in trash, garbage, and filth, right? And they're just like, they're just like picking their teeth and stuff and looking at you, right? And then behind them, as you're like kind of adjusting to the vision and everything, there are what appear to be elves, but like 2-3 feet taller than you're used to, with ears that are not quite as long or pointed, but yellow skin.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the whole room's just kind of staring at you. You seem to have just stumbled out of what we would understand to be the summoning circle that's in the wall. You just kind of, right?
Sure.
Plopped out of it.
Yeah, I think there's like, Booger like looks around, like, so he feels shitty, right? But like, I don't know if there's ever a time where Booger hasn't felt like he's recovering from an illness. Like,
right.
Yeah, I think there's so like Booger like looks around, looks at all the people who are looking at him, and he gets this like wicked like grin, like Cheshire Cat grin on his face, and he's like, "Hiya, friends. You want some candy?"
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No.
So
and he's just got like you see like they don't see it, but the camera sees the glow from like the candy that's in his pouch.
Right.
Like
yeah. We just baked in why the Troll of Dirge is a bunch of drug-addled fiends, and it's Booger showing up with candy 30 years ago and just ruining everything.
Oh boy.
God, that's so good. Okay, that's perfect.
Was Booger in that game?
No, but
He is now.
He is now. He's
So-
hiding in the trash pile.
So credits play on episode 18, right? It says to be continued. We do the whole 9, and the after credits scene, if you stick around, is Stingray surfacing right from the water, barely holding up this metal harpoon, and on the end of it is a ray.
My man!
He's like, I got him! What do you think about that? And we see its barb come up, right? And then dart down, but we don't see what happens to him.
It just cuts away.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that'll be the foreseeable end of Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition, The Candy Within.
There's
the candy within.
There are so many questions. What happened to the muscle catfish? Did the kid kill the priest?
Where's the musclefish? What happened to the one priest? Is this kid gonna make it out of the sewer? What happened to the other kid that got dragged along?
Was Piazza arrested for arson? We burned so many places down.
It's fine.
Whatever happened to the ring?
Yeah. A lot of questions.
Wait, who had the ring?
You.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember, and I was like, I feel like it was supposed to be me.
Yeah.
And I like that idea that, like, Yuli's just wandering back off on his own, holding the ring as well.
Mm-hmm.
The one ring.
The one where
The one ring.
guy said I wasn't gonna stick around.
If there's not a time skip and Yuli's a crime mob boss, I will be upset.
Sure. Well, thank you guys for playing. We didn't do an entire year, but we got damn close.
8 18 weeks, 18 plays.
Yeah, so I mean, we play every other, so that's 36, and
No,
we
26.
no, because we play every other, so
Mm.
36 weeks, 18 sessions over 36 weeks.
It was really like 40 weeks.
Yeah.
We had a couple, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking on a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And right, and we missed a few, so we probably played just under a year, or like exactly a year. We'd have to look at it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Sick
Cool.
nasty.
So I would love to bring it back. I think we would probably use a different system for it because we talked about that before. But
Yeah.
there's still a lot of stories to be told with the characters in the world. But yeah, the system never did us a lot of favors, although it was entertaining.
We never really tried to learn it. We just kind of like winged it every single week.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
Just 18 sessions of like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
There's like
This works.
18 There's like 18 different die rolls that are like contested against other people die rolls.
Mhm.
Like,
No, it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you guys for playing and helping tell this story. It took a lot of twists and turns, but at the end of it, we just needed more candy.
It's true.
And
a
chat,
tale of two Tootsie Rolls.
chat, thank you for hanging out with us tonight and every night. And we'll be back with D&D in a week. And in 2 weeks, if we are feeling extra ambitious, we'll be weird forest creatures playing Humblewood.
I want it so bad.
It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna be the same horrible people with these tiny animals.
As
No,
adorable creatures.
I was thinking about it specifically to not be a bad person this time.
We're just gonna be
You're-
terrible, terrible.
You were
tiny
only
creatures.
thinking about it though, like you weren't dead set on it yet.
Yeah.
It's funny because I do want to play an owl paladin, but like a good guy
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not a
He's like, you don't want to meet my brother, drug addict, mob boss.
I once saw him doing a line of candy.
Ugh.
This is good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for playing. Once again, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll be back in a week. So, all right. Bye.
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 Did not like that.
Bye.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Jesus.
Bye.